as much. So all different ways to play with this and work with texture so it doesn't look as plain. If we didn't have that texture layer on there, you'll see the difference. It's just a plain, boring white, or we could change that color and to anything we wanted, but it just doesn't look as great as it does when we added that texture layer and put that over that and adjust it to something that fits our image a little bit better. So there you have a look at how we can play with texture to really change the look of an image very quickly and very nicely. In this tutorial, we're going to show you now what to do with your photo after you've removed the background, and we're going to put it into a digital backdrop so you can see this process here. It is not complicated. You'll see how easy it is, and we'll do it quite quickly. Put my subject into place. I can even use the keys now on my keyboard to move her into place just a little bit better. And there we go. We have the subject now in place above a digital backdrop, ready to go, and ready now to start working in the next tutorial. We're going to be blending a lot of these edges and adjusting the lighting to make this a very natural looking result. I really like what that did. The other thing that did is it helped with the hair on this side blend in the remaining parts of black of the hair that I had cut out, because that shadow is adding to it. It's giving that three-dimensional. Those layers that were a bit transparent are now being filled in by the drop shadow. So it's really helping me already with the look of this subject on this photo. So I'm going to stop here for the tutorial. We'll go into part 2 in just a moment, but that's the first look, and we're going to get into the other layer styles in the second part of this step in the tutorials. In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to work with green screen images, photos you shot against a green chroma key, and remove the background with Photoshop, put them onto a digital backdrop. And there's a lot of different techniques we'll use here, and what's really great about it is we also have the solution for that pesky green glow. You know, if you shoot against a green screen and the lighting isn't perfect, sometimes when you remove that background and you do this in Photoshop, you'll see there's a little green glow, as we'll show you here in a minute. And we've got the solution for you in this tutorial. One thing to remember too is that Photoshop has a lot of options to remove green screen. If you are doing a lot of green screen photography, there are some plugins for Photoshop. There are some standalone softwares out there that just remove green automatically. You wouldn't have to go through the step I'm about to show you. You would have a very... I'd either lower the... I'm going to bring that lighting up a bit, but I think I'm just going to burn in her face just a bit because I feel like... I'm going to click on her again. I feel like it was too bright. You'll see when I do that, it really came down nicely. So she's starting to really blend in. And this background, I could always change it just a bit too, because maybe it's not working where she was there. So you can kind of play with that and see where you think. But a lot of options, a lot of. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how quickly and easily you can change out a digital background that's already in place, or change the background itself with really an easy few steps here to give you a whole new look for your project. So let's just take this image we have right here, this layer here, to show you the difference with that adjustment. And maybe we like her highlighted on all of them. So there you go. So a lot of different ways that you can play with this image, play with the backgrounds to give yourself a different look, simply by opening up new backdrops, dragging them in, and then adjusting these layers in any way you want to really give them a whole new look and different ways that you want to work with them to design and have images that you want to create with. So there's some great ways to quickly adjust the background layers and to have a lot of fun with the photo that you're working with.